Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Privacy is Power, a creation by Carissa Véliz. Privacy is Power, 2020, is a revealing look into the world of surveillance capitalism. It sheds light on how numerous parties intrude on your privacy and profit from your personal information on a daily basis. This includes corporations, governments, and even criminals, all seeking to gather and exploit your data to shape your thoughts and actions. Through this summary, you will gain insight into the significance of your privacy and discover ways to safeguard it. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Carissa Véliz, a philosopher, is an associate professor at the University of Oxford's Institute for Ethics in AI. Her research focuses on privacy, technology, political philosophy, and public policy. She has been featured in esteemed publications such as The Guardian and The New York Times, and she serves as the editor of the Oxford Handbook of Digital Ethics. With 7 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text is promoting a message about data privacy and the need to regain control over personal information. It suggests that there are violations happening within the data economy and encourages the reader to uncover these violations and take action. The overall focus is on empowering individuals to protect their privacy. Governments and corporations are constantly spying on you, collecting personal information without your consent. They gather data on your location, preferences, health issues, political beliefs, and more. This information is used to manipulate and control you, influencing your decisions. Our privacy and democracy are at risk. However, it's not too late to fight back and reclaim our freedom. Key idea number 1. Everyone is under constant surveillance at all times, no matter where they are or what they're doing. The text highlights the widespread presence of corporate surveillance and the extent to which our privacy is violated on a daily basis. It mentions examples such as targeted advertisements, Alexa recording private conversations, and the data collection by various devices like phones, smart TVs, and cars. The text emphasizes that our actions and activities are constantly being monitored and tracked, making it difficult to completely avoid surveillance. Key idea number 2. Google pioneered the concept of surveillance capitalism by monetizing personal data. The data economy started in the 21st century, with personal data becoming profitable thanks to companies like Google. Google pioneered surveillance capitalism by using personal data to sell targeted advertisements. This business model was extremely profitable, leading other companies to adopt it. The legacy of Google's business model has shaped the development of the internet, and non-digital industries are also starting to adopt it. This era of surveillance capitalism has transformed citizens into products and is costing us our privacy, which is a price no one should have to pay. Key idea number 3. Data is valuable because it grants power to those who possess it. The key message is that personal data is valuable because it gives those who have it power over you. Third parties use this data to influence and discriminate against individuals as well as extract money from them. Personal data is used for targeted advertisements, influencing political views, and discriminating in various industries. Privacy is important because it affects freedom, equality, and democracy. Key idea number 4. The text suggests that data should be regulated similar to toxic substances. Personal data is compared to asbestos in its usefulness and toxicity. It can be mined cheaply and used to predict and influence human behavior, but when it leaks, it can damage lives and threaten public safety. Data should be regulated like a toxic substance to protect users. Businesses have little incentive to invest in data security, and users often suffer the consequences of data leaks. The story of the Ashley Madison data leak is given as an example. Personal data, even if seemingly benign, can be damaging in the wrong hands. The plundering of census records during the Second World War led to the targeting and murder of Jewish people. Privacy is about protecting oneself from the wrongdoing of others. Key idea number 5. Big tech companies have a significant influence over the narratives concerning data privacy, and it is important for us to resist this control. Big tech has convinced us that privacy is outdated and that their surveillance is necessary for the progress of technology. But we have the power to resist this narrative and pressure companies to develop more ethical technologies. Public sentiment and government regulation play a role in directing technological development. We don't need to collect all personal data for innovation, and privacy and technological progress can coexist with appropriate regulations. Key idea number 6. There is a need for extensive regulation of the data economy. The author argues that the tech industry needs to be heavily regulated to protect our privacy and democracy. They suggest banning targeted advertising, as it has normalized mass surveillance and spread fake news without even being effective in generating revenue. They also call for a ban on the trade of personal data, as it poses a safety risk and violates our rights. They propose that individuals should have control over their data, including the ability to give consent, contest inaccuracies, and delete their data. Key idea number 7. Protecting your privacy online involves taking simple steps. Microsoft displays public sentiment toward its cloud computing system in the room where it manages its functionality because cooperation from the public is essential for the technology to function. It is important to protect your privacy online by being cautious about what you post, using privacy-friendly alternatives, and regularly cleaning up your digital presence. Taking privacy seriously now will have long-term benefits. In conclusion, the text emphasizes the need to consider the kind of future we want to live in. It presents two paths. One leads to extreme surveillance, where privacy is no longer possible, while the other leads to a world where only individuals have access to their private information. The text argues that mass surveillance is incompatible with freedom, equality, and democracy, and calls for action to protect privacy. It suggests cleaning up digital footprints and completing a digital detox course. The text also suggests reading Dragnet Nation to further understand the extent of surveillance and how to protect privacy. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.